East and West, Eastern values and Western values. The major difference is in the East, especially in India, ancient civilization, ancient teaching, all the spiritual values, they are misunderstood. People became more spiritualistic. They consider the value of higher self and they ignored material life. In ancient time, gurus had ashram, gurus were married, and the children stayed with guru and learned spiritual lesson. The life was holistic, but later on as civilization grew, people got into wrong understanding of real spiritual values. They got into the philosophy that the world is illusion. Brahman is real, world is mithya. Brahman satyam, jagat mithya. So they misused the philosophy, so people became escapist. They become monk to go into jungles or mountains for meditation and ignore the family value. So they became happy being content. Contentment was more like laziness. They did not explore. They did not explore all the material comforts. So they became backward in material progress while spiritual value became more like escape. In the West, instead, they ran after material value. Material value, so there was lots of innovation, improvements, researches, comforts, communication, all these things developed at the cost of mental peace. So there is paradox. In the East, they found peace and contentment, but that is not true peace and contentment because it's produced by illusion, laziness, and escapes. In the West, they sacrifice too much, ignore higher self. So there needs the balance of material and spiritual life. India is getting further now in material progress. In the West, there is freshness, there is enthusiasm to learn all the spiritual things. India has become stale. All the spiritual wisdom has become corrupt, concealed. It is diluted and is misused. So there is no spark. If one goes to India, they won't find real spiritual guidance. They will be trapped by all the commercial organization. To find real spiritual value, one has to stay in India for a longer time. On the other hand, in the West, you can find anything you want to learn in a scientific way, but fundamental things you can learn. Better yoga, better music, better dancing, everything scientifically, because it's a fresh culture, people have enthusiasm. But the problem is, enthusiasm is not sustained. So people change paths. In the East, everything is so corrupt, so it is more advanced, but real spirituality is hidden within. So East needs to balance, West needs to balance, but basic thing is, no matter where we are in the East or West, we have to balance our own life, material life and spiritual life. We have to spend more time towards spiritual life and less time for material life and balance them. Material life should be a means for spiritual life. Not to ignore material life, not to ignore spiritual life. Blend them so life becomes meditative. Wherever you go, you have to deal with yourself. Regardless of society or culture, we have the choice to change our lifestyle or to flow with the current without losing our real goal. This is the true aspect of living.